Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around, don't come around. Got the crowd, gone wild, gone wild. Tell me what you know about that Memphis style.
Yo, what the heck happened, man? Somebody trying to call me while the show is coming on. Yo, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the mr.jelks show. Somebody must know what time it is because they tried to call me as soon as the show is about to come on, man. It messed up my theme music. Hold up, we gotta play that again.
Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around, don't come around. Got the crowd, gone wild, gone wild. Tell me what you know about that Memphis style.
Yo, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know it. Yo, I'm just tripping, man. But yeah, please, y'all, wait till we open up the phone lines to try to call because, man, we were just starting off the show. Somebody messed up the theme music. How y'all doing out there, man? Thanks, everybody, for joining, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know how we do, man. We bring y'all the best guests every week. You know what I'm saying? We bring y'all some valuable information, some valuable people to drop some valuable jewels on y'all. It's all about creating value. You know what I'm saying? The phone lines are open, 901-410-0123. But now that comes with an exclaimer this week because last week we had people calling the show before we were ready. So this time, you know what I'm saying, kind of wait till we get into the interview a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You know, and then call in because just calling in just at the first thing, like, you know what I'm saying? It can get a little difficult. Just be patient. Y'all gonna get a chance to talk to our guests, you know what I'm saying? Just be patient. But the phone lines are open. If you got something really, really super duper important that you got to say right now, definitely call. We want to hear that. Besides that, man, I hope everybody out there doing well, man. I hope y'all enjoy the show, man. Y'all already know who I got with me.
Drums, please. Drums, please.
Oh, it's in the building.
What's up, man?
Yo, how's it going? Oh, how's it going, bro?
It's going good, man. It's going real good, dog. I'm enjoying. We still got this summer-like weather here in Chicago, which is rare for October. But in a couple of weeks, we'll be back down in the 50s. So I'm just trying to, man, take it one day at a time, man, and enjoy it, dog.
Man, I know that's real. Shout out to the Chicago in the building. Chicago and Memphis. Y'all know how it is. Hey, them two cities you get us together. It's lit.
Man.
So, you know, I know you done heard the big news. Man. Do we got justice for Tupac finally?
Man, you know, it's crazy because it's like bro around here running his mouth and just talking, bro. Talking. Like you running your mouth just talking, bro. And these folks like, oh, really? Oh, so you did what now? Okay, we got you. We're going to lock you up, man. So, you know, who knows? But, hey, listen, hopefully it's some closure and can bring like a close, you know, to his family and all the people, you know, who love Tupac and who, you know, might have experienced some of that around that time, bro. So hopefully like this can kind of like seal it and put it away, man.
Man, I totally agree, man. Because I feel like his family does need closure. But also, man, I feel like this internet culture, this I gotta tell you everything I'm doing, or I gotta tell you everything I done in my past, man. It's catching up with people, man.
Listen, yeah, you have to be careful what you say and what you do, man. Some conversations, some stuff is just not for everybody, man. Just because the World Wide Web, the internet, social media is there, that doesn't mean you have to like broadcast everything, man. Some things should just be just for you or just for you and other people, whatever that may be. But like people feel like they got to tell their life story, man. It's like I get it, but like at the same time, bro, don't be out here incriminating yourself, man.
Don't do it, man. We've seen it happen too much not only this year, like in the last few years, with the event. I guess ever since like Instagram start popping off, self-snitching started popping off.
Man, listen, if you got to talk about it to be relevant, man, it might not be that important, bro. Like relevant people are relevant because of what they do and how they move, not about what they broadcast and what they show, bro. So like, if you got to do all that, you might not. You might be chasing relevance and not actually be a relevant person. So like, bro, just be you. You ain't got to snitch. Just be you, dog.
That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is be you. Hey, I might put that on one of my new singles or something, man.
Hey,
shoot.
We waiting on that. We waiting on that. Where that's at?
Yo, hey, I'm working. I'm telling you, I am working. We got some big things coming up too, y'all. Y'all be on the lookout, man. For real, yo. We got some big moves. We making some major moves out here, man, on the mr.jelks show.
Man, shout out to Alpha Pizza, man, for coming on the show last week.
Man, oh boy. Shout out, man, to Al Capone, man. That was a huge move on on his end and on our end, man. Like it was a super blessing, bro, for real.
Yeah, for real.
Man, I appreciate Al Capone so much for coming on here, man. Like that boosted the show way up.
Literally taking time out of his busy schedule. Literally. When I got off the phone, my phone lines were still blowing up. Man, so catch us up with football, man. What we looking like this week? Man, Eagles 4-0, baby. That's all I want to talk about. Eagles 4-0, man. That's it. We live to survive another week.
4-0?
Yeah, man.
Man, that's a super blessing.
Man, it is. It's good, man. But football was good this weekend, man. The people who should have won did win, and the people who should have lost. It wasn't really no upsets, man. It just kind of like the haves and the have-nots. It's kind of started to separate itself. So, I'm looking forward to it, man. Won a couple of my FanDuel bets this week, finally, bro. So, like, hey, I'm out here, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Shoot, they saying Usher gonna play the Super Bowl this year.
That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice.
And then they caught him wearing a kilt. I'm like, is that what you got to do to play the Super Bowl, or is this just like, no, it couldn't be. No, this got to be a coincidence.
That's probably just Usher, man. You know how he do.
Man, hey, anyway, but we ain't gonna hold him. Man, for real, y'all.
Right.
We got a super dope guest, man, tonight, man, on the show. He hails from Memphis, Tennessee. He's one of the coldest, dopest artists on the underground scene right now. He's coming up. He has a new album out that's on Spotify. It's banging out the frame. It's called Prime Cuts. Album off the chain. 5 songs. It's part of a trilogy that he's working on with a super producer. We'll have him on the show later at a certain point. But we're going to let him tell his story, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. We bring y'all some of the best, the greatest guests, and then we let them tell their story to inspire. So here he is. 1, 2, 3.
Drums, please.
Trees Tarantino.
Welcome to the Memphis Show.
You know what I'm saying? Rarely on time, always on point.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not French vanilla, French vanilla.
Yo, welcome to the show, Trees, man. Thank you for joining, bro.
Thank you for having me, bro. It's a blessing to be here.
Man, anytime. We're honored to have you on the show, man. I know you're a busy person, man. You were telling me that you were ripping and running and making moves, and then you finally got a chance to sit down. I was like, that's how most dope artists be. Busy.
Man, I don't know what an 80 is, but the doctor said I got 80 of them.
Oh, man. Yo, so it's crazy, man, because you got the new album out, man. You got the Prime cuts out, man, and it's a part of a trilogy. Kind of
Yeah,
give us a little bit of a background on Prime cuts and the trilogy.
man. Well, Prime Cuts came about. Amazing producer named Bernie Amsterdam. Shout out Bernie Amsterdam. Definitely check him out. We both been around the scene for a good minute, and I'm Trees and he's Bernie, and so all of our contemporaries were like, y'all should collab. It only makes sense. And I guess both of us really never put no stock into it, not off, no hate or anything, but just off of like, okay, whatever. But then we messed around and linked up, met in person, and then cooked up a little bit, and then ended up making some hot shit. And we were like, okay, they were right. We definitely should have collabed. And the project itself came about from, I hadn't dropped since 2020, and so I wanted to make something a little bit shorter. I put out a lot of albums and a lot of like full length projects, but I was like, how can I, lean into the short attention span of the culture, but also still not give up my artistic integrity. And it was like, let's make 5 like absolute elite prime cuts. And that's what we did. We quite a few times. And Prime Cuts came out, 5-track EP, and then we kept cooking. And next thing you know, we got a bunch of stuff in the vault. So we're doing a trilogy of EPs. And the next one, Prime Cuts was the first one. The next one is Trench Vanilla, dropping on my birthday, December 23rd. And the third one is to be announced.
There it is. Prime Cuts, man. It's out right now on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? All the streaming platforms. Y'all go run the numbers up everywhere. It's up.
Yeah, shout out my guy Bernie, man. He's dope. He's dope. He's incredible.
So for those who don't know who Trees Tarantino is, can you take us back and give us kind of a background story of who Trees Tarantino is and why you chose to get into music?
Yeah, man. Music's been in my blood since I was a wee lad. My pops used to tell me the story that he would play guitar and sing songs to my mom's stomach when she was pregnant with me, and that I was born 2 months early, and he said I couldn't wait to get out and start plucking around the guitar. And so from there, as a kid, my dad plays guitar. I get a lot of it from my pops. He always had music playing and live instruments around, and I'm an instrumentalist as well. I play several instruments. But after that, music just came naturally to me. I did marching band in middle school and high school, as well as jazz band, playing drum set, bass, all that. And then I was actually originally a drummer in a couple of bands, but I was in a band with another producer friend of mine. Spec was here, but we played for a while, and then stuff didn't work out, and so I've always naturally been into hip hop as well, because on top of the rock music that my dad would play, I got 2 older sisters that are 10 years older than me, and so they would pick me up from school. While they was in high school, they would pick me up from elementary school, bumping half on a sack of some blow and sipping on some dessert. And I had no idea what was hitting my ears at the time, but it was formative as well. And so I kind of naturally leaned into hip hop upon listening to Flying Lotus, getting put on him with my roots with 3-6. And also it was a thing of not having to rely on anybody. I say that with love though, and respect, but being a rapper and producer is like, it's on you. Even if you don't have the best studio equipment, whatever, best mic, this, that, and the third, even if you're trapping off the YouTube beats, it's like, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put music out, write music, do shows. And so I naturally, switched to that after, getting out of high school and the band breaking up. And it was like peanut butter and jelly, you know what I'm saying? It came naturally to me. I've always been a songwriter. And so that leads up to now, from there, that was about 16 when I started like rapping for real, taking it seriously. I'm 26 now. So, 10 years in the game, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot to go. Still got a lot to learn, but yeah, it's been in my blood from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's in my DNA. It's in my fiber of my being, music. So, but that's a little short, quick story of how I got to now, where I'm at now.
Dope. So were you born and raised in Memphis?
Yes, sir. Born and raised in Memphis, North Memphis. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. North Memphis. That's where like Yo Gotti from. Juicy J.
Hey,
Oh yeah, Project Pat.
Project Qatar.
Frazier, boy. Yeah, the list go on, man. Even it ain't Lil White from Frazier, right? Would you
Yeah,
consider Frazier?
he from the
Yep.
Bay. Man, shout out Lil White. We became friends. He was a regular of mine. I used to work at this bar called Sidecar. I was a server. He's a regular of mine. He was a regular of mine, and he's officially like 3 months sober now. So shout out to Lil White. My man is still doing the damn thing.
Shout out to Lil White. Lil White gonna be a guest on the show, man. We're working on it right now. We're in the process, so
Hey,
be
I'll
on the
put it
lookout.
third. I'll make sure. I'll make sure of it.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Let's make that happen.
The largest.
So, do you remember the first rap song that you made? And was it all that, or was it did you kind of like, oh, I could do better, a little better?
Man, it's funny you asked that because my technical first ever rap song was I went to Bartlett High School. My parents sent me to Bartlett. You know what I'm saying? So, to not be in the grindiness of Memphis, even though it wasn't all that back in the day. But me and God rest his soul, Brandon Baker, Crunchy White Pimp. We made a diss track towards our rival school called they were Bolton High School. We called it Buck Fulton. We put out a diss track. It ended up low key blowing up, getting like 10,000 plays in 1 week. Because we did it before the big BHS versus BHS basketball game, and it was not all that. I mean, it was cool, but like you could definitely tell that at least me personally, I wasn't very comfortable with my rap voice yet. But we did it, and it was a little mini smash hit, and yeah, we both ended up blossoming into doing our own thing. He passed away a couple years ago, rest in peace. But yeah, Buck Fulton, that was my very first rap song, and looking back, you know, I appreciate it for what it is, but it was definitely like, ugh.
That's real, man. What did you say his name was?
Man, Crunchy White Pimp, Brandon Baker, rest in peace.
Man, can we have a moment of silence for him real quick?
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace, bro.
Large.
Yo, that was a good name, man. I might mess it up. I wanna repeat it, but I might mess it up. And then I'll be
Buck Fulton.
Yeah, I might say the opposite.
Because it would have sounded crazy. Buck Bartlett, that would have sounded terrible. So, yeah, it was crazy though. We ended up getting like kicked out the basketball game and some other stuff, but it was a little snapshot of, you know, of what the future held. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man. Y'all were coming with it like in high school. I love the spirit, the competition, because hip hop is very competitive.
Definitely,
healthy,
man.
Competition. So, at what age do you feel like, or at what point in your career do you feel like where you found your voice? Because I know you said early on you were putting out a lot of albums. You're trying to get into EPs now. You know, just kind of get with what the culture is and kind of like what the market is, what the listener is doing. At what point do you feel like you found your voice in your rap style?
You know, I think I've always like known what my voice is per se, as far as like what I'm trying to get across, the message. I think as far as getting comfortable and, you know what I'm saying, and getting confident in my skill set and, you know what I'm saying, my writing was definitely probably in 2020 when I put out an album called Treesus. Because before that, the Cakey album, which me and Jelks was talking about off air, that was, you know, that was like a party album. It was like a fun. I had a bunch of features. My first album before that, I had a bunch of features, and I definitely wasn't as comfortable. But that Treesus album in 2020, I guess I would have been, I don't even know, what, 3 years. So I would have been 23, 24 when I put it out. But yeah, it's that one because it was no features. It was my first time all original, you know what I'm saying, in-house beats produced by one producer. Shout out Gebo the GOAT. That was like hand tailored. We sat in the studio and crafted everything together. That was the first time, you know what I'm saying, I had all my little paperwork, you know what I'm saying, worked out like with him and the distribution and all that end of things, as well as the content. I mean, it's called Trees. It's the cover. is me on the cross, me crucified on the cross. And so it's kind of shock imagery, but it was also a matter of I was going to crucify myself before anybody else could. And so I, you know what I'm saying? I left it all on the line and put it all on the table, left it all on wax, you know, I left it all on the field, as they say. But definitely that Treasonous album in 2020 was where I from that point forward, I can say like, I have no doubts about my purpose, no doubts about my voice and my skill. And I'm absolutely 100% comfortable getting in the booth, you know what I'm saying, and going toe to toe with anybody on wax. So yeah, it's definitely.
I like the name Treasonous.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely check out that project when you get a chance. That's like my magnum opus or whatever the terminology is. I don't know.
That's what's up right there, man. That is what's up. So you was telling me, but well, before we get into this and before we open up the phone lines, I want to play the Waistline video, if you don't mind, man. Can you give me a little bit of background about the music video Waistline and what made you come up with the concept and the video?
Man, that's a good question. I appreciate you. That's featuring my boy Wolfcat on the song. But I knew I wanted to do a video to that song when I was making the project, because the hook is got so high can't feel shit from the waist down. And so all I knew was that it was gonna be Wolfcat pushing me in a wheelchair in the video, because got so high can't feel shit from the waist down. And we didn't have any of the other of the concept. My boy Phantom Film shot it. He now goes by Fire Sign. Great videographer and digital graphic artist. But we didn't really, other than that, we went and found a wheelchair, and then we went downtown and we winged it. So, and we improvised on the spot. But it was just as simple as that. Like, so that's what I really learned, especially nowadays, is like less is more, and let the script write itself. You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically. And so, hey, got so high can't feel from the waist down, put me in a wheelchair, throw the camera on, let's see what happens.
All right, here we go. Right here, exclusively on the Memphis Jelks Show. Let's go.
You dig?
Yeah, got so high, can't feel shit from the waist down. Think I'm about to fall right on my face now. We ain't in no walking, it's a race now. Can't go into work, I'm gonna be late now. Got so high, can't feel shit from the waist down. Think I'm about to fall right on my face now. We ain't in no walking, it's a race now. Can't go into work, I'm gonna be late now. Yeah, I'm gonna be late. Got these folks all in my face talking about you need to learn your place. I said maybe you need to think about fate. Yeah, the repercussions, we've all discussed it. It's all dysfunction and my budget's looking rugged. You the metal and I'm the rusting. Don't you trust me? Two things. Love and fear. And everything stems from that, and we can send it back, and then we tend to act, hoping we win it back. But what's a win at that? Baby, we pin it back to the beginning. Let's talk about love, let's talk about drugs, let's talk about sex and sleep, the street we meet to ride out. Wonder if I get high enough, will I fly out? Wondering if the price is right, will I buy out? If life is a game, I'm calling time out. I need my trees, I need my beats, I need my vibe. Kick back your feet, please take a seat and spark that fire. I need my blunt, I need that peak, come on and climb. Yeah. Yeah. All in the sky, so high, dancing on the moon, in my little groove, man of the sun, yeah, I'm the one, yeah, frequency on, yeah, let's have some fun, yeah, I'm always in my mind, my heart and spirit align, vibrations of my spine, Lucy and I here, meditation tapping, yeah, it's all on you, don't fear. Pass me the lighter, please. Blessings all in the air. Tap into the frequency. Tap into the frequency. tap into the frequency. Tap into the frequency. Got so high, can't feel shit from the waist down. Think I'm about to fall right on my face now. We ain't in no walking, it's a race now. Can't go into work, I'm gon' be late now. Got so high, can't feel shit from the waist down. Think I'm about to fall right on my face now. We ain't in no walking, it's a race now. Can't go into work, I'm gon' be late now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be late.
Man, shout out Speculate the Philosopher. He engineered that whole album. Or he's not Speculate the Philosopher no more. He gonna kick my ass. Spec was here.
Go ahead and shout him out. Shout him out, Trees, one more time.
Shout out Spec was here. Engineered the album, engineered my first 3 albums. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Phantom Fuego, aka Fire Sign on the video. Shout out Wolfcat. But yeah, the dude who I was in the band with, when I was telling you at the beginning, he engineered that whole album. So you know what I'm saying? It's all connected. But man, shout out to my guys.
Yo, I love it. Love the song, man. Love the video. And I like what you were speaking to earlier when you were saying simplicity is more these days. You know what I'm saying? Because I came up in a time where people were spending millions of dollars on music videos. I mean, $5 million for a video, $2 million for that video. You know what I'm saying? Right. How do you feel now that, technology has allowed it for artists to be able to create art without these big budgets like they used to have?
Man, I love it. And it took me some time to let go of my ego, let go of my perfectionism, let go of my self-criticalness a little bit. This past year and a half, 2 years, I had to rediscover my why. Why do I do this? And the reason why is because I love to do it. I love the game. And therefore, there's no excuses on, you know what I'm saying, what you have in front of you. It's not about the paint, it's about the painter. And so I'm really have leaned into that, the fact that you don't need $1 million setup. You don't need, a $50,000 mic. And, you don't need to spend a grip on studio time. It's like, what can you do right here? In fact, I got 2 music videos coming out before the end of the year that were both shot specifically on the iPhone to show that, hey, if you want to do it, you can do it. That the EP I put out last year in October, Luncheon, before Prime Cuts, it's a little sneaky EP I dropped. That was mixed, mastered, recorded all off of my iPhone, just to show that, again, you don't need a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you have right in front of you? No excuses. How can you get it cracking right now? If your shit's dope and you're passionate and you believe in it, and you pour yourself into it, then you're gonna have no choice but to make some dope stuff. So I really love that.
My bad.
No, I was just
you said one then, like you had me. I was like, I'm ready to celebrate that.
I love this era. It's not about the how you feel.
That's real. That's real. You want to speak to that a little bit? Oh, like how it's you don't have to have like these big budgets and big, fancy things anymore to be able to get something going. And I think a lot of the youth like your music more when it's not overproduced and the video isn't overly
when it's natural.
Done.
Well, I think what is allowed, right? It's allowed you to use your own creativity and capture people, right? You don't have to spend $50 million. And that's not to say $50 million won't get you a good video. I mean, $12 million won't get you a good video. But like now I think everybody is understanding, right? I can use what I have and people will see me, right? And so I think before, like people thought, right, I got to have the perfect sound. I got to have, and some of these things are true, right? In order to get to a certain level, like the amount you invest changes, right? Once you make it to a certain level, the amount you invest changes. But like for most people, I think they be trying to like get all of the stuff that the people who are out now and heavy in rotation, like they try to get the same type of stuff and match it. And like maybe your career is not at that type of investment. You know, maybe you just start with what you got at home. That cell phone, man. And I think this is what I hate. Like a lot of the younger kids these days, I understand. I say that like I'm old. I'm not old, but like I don't think people realize how much they can utilize around them. This is probably the easiest times that you'll live in where like people can see you, right? You can go live on Instagram and somebody will see you, right? You can put a video on YouTube and somebody will catch you. And so it's just so easy to do it now. I don't think people have the motivation and the energy or the effort, right, to do it like when nobody's looking. And I think that's the difference, right? I think that's the difference, especially from our, and I'm a millennial, like from now to like some of the younger generations, like it's the wanting to be seen now and not wanting to work without being seen. And so sometimes you have to learn how to work without being seen. So when you get seen, you've already put in enough work to be ready for the moment. And I think they just want to be in the moment and not have to do any of the leg work to prepare themselves for the moment.
That's definitely well said. I feel like, as being an artist who, I've seen like both sides. It was a little, I don't know what's the word for it, disappointing or disheartening to kind of see, how much we struggled and how much money we paid to go to studio to do studio time and record and mix and master stuff. And then to just see it transition into what it did at first, I had to get over it. I was just like when like Fruity Loops and stuff came out, Reason and all
Yeah.
that. When that stuff came
I
out,
remember that. Yeah.
I was anti making music on a computer. I'm like, there's no
What?
way. Yeah, man. We had $5,000 keyboards. You know what I'm saying? $2,000 MPCs. You know what I'm saying? Like we had like we had invested all this and. We have to learn the craft of doing that, and then somebody can come in and just like start clicking a mouse and start making beats and stuff. I had to, it took us a minute to embrace that. So it kind of took. I say that to say that it took a minute to embrace like how easy it is to create your art and create visuals and stuff now too.
But I understand you would feel that way, right? Because you're like the amount of investment I had to make and what they have to make now is different. But I also think, right, there is a different level of understanding you have with having to do that, right? And so, like, when you think about it, right, using the real instruments, right, it
Hmm.
still helps you when you get on the Fruity Loops or the Reason or, whatever you use, like, it helps you hear what you need to hear. And so, to me, like, yeah, it transitioned. But like for me, the investment that you made probably put you in a better position to be a better producer, right? To
Yep.
be a better crafter on your own, right? So now you were like, so to me, right, it's different, but maybe it sets you up to be better now than you were before because now you can take all of that stuff you've learned and get it started faster, right? Get it up faster. So now you don't have to go pay, $200-300 for, a couple or hour or
Yep.
maybe a couple hours in the studio. Now you like I can be in the studio all night because I got it in my house. But not
Exactly.
only do I have it in my house, I know how it's supposed to professionally sound.
Yep.
And I know what that process looks like without getting the final product from the radio, from the streaming, from the, YouTube. Like I know how to get that sound without having to hear it. I know the process for getting that. So I can see that, but I can also see how it could have made you better now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Definitely. Like I said, that was when it first started happening. But I learned and grew with it, and now I'm excited about it. But at the same time, you know, it just like you just have to. It's all about growth. It's all about growth, and I feel like things have grown, and I enjoy the way that they've grown. For artists to be able to express themselves, more with less. And
Yeah.
now that I've kind of embrace that. I just love to see it. I love to see what I'm seeing now. And if y'all think that I might have been like at first, I probably wasn't feeling it at first. Think of how the artists who are older than me were probably feeling, You know what I mean? Like when we were
Yeah.
able to like do stuff like burn copies of their CDs and sell them like bootleg them and stuff.
Line wire.
They were probably like these little
Line
motherfuckers.
wire.
Hey,
Yeah.
look,
Man.
that's how I know. That's how I know I'm getting a little older too. Even though I'm definitely a young cat to y'all, but I heard somebody shoot a paper ball in the trash and say Curry. I said, what the fuck? But hey, but real talk to speak to that though. Like you was spitting some heat. My phone literally overheated. That's why I had to go throw it in the freezer for 2 seconds. That's why I popped off. But on some real shit, that's why at the same time, me being in the generation I'm in, I would be doing a disservice to the OGs who paved the way to not go hard because of the fact that we have it easier in different ways. We definitely have our own set of problems or whatever you want to call it. But y'all had like backpacking. Folks don't even realize that's backpack rap. Like that's how they had to get it back in the day, was like on foot, word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? They had to, especially producers, like you said, it was off of straight setups and vinyls and tapes and having to like really get analog with it. And there's so much like access and ease of I don't know the terminology, but like there's no excuses nowadays. And so it's like because of that, because of the OGs and the history is also why, what I'm saying, at least it gives me inspiration to go hard, because the ones who paved the way before me didn't have BandLab and Fruity Loops and iPhones and what I'm saying, and shit like that. It's like, because if you go read the history, it's like we should be going harder than ever. So what I'm saying, that definitely I to speak to that, I feel you on that. But also we got to remember though, just like you kind of was like knocking it at first, what I'm saying, that was me a little bit, like with the TikTok dance trends and all that. Like I'm like, man, fuck this shit. But
Yep.
at the same time, whatever the kids say is popping is popping. So all right, bet.
You're right.
Let me call somebody to do this little TikTok dance to my song.
I know that's right. We have to adjust. We have to grow, and we have to embrace, and we have to adjust. And I'm glad that you still have the respect for like the OG artists too, who paved the way, and don't ever feel guilty or feel ashamed of having the technology that they didn't have or anything. Don't never let that let you feel like you're, like, I don't know, like you just don't let it make you feel like guilty or of anything.
I feel blessed, if anything.
You were born in the era that you were born. Yeah, feel blessed, and still keep that love for the music and for the OGs and everything, but feel blessed, that there's technology and stuff that allows us to do that.
Shit, or like, what I'm saying, produce off a thing that looked like a supercomputer. Like I'm like, what I'm saying, I can whip up the beat on my little mini. What I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep. It's definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing. So like, did you have to like overcome like any obstacles, like as far as like, was it challenging? Well, I know like there have been like artists, me and you were talking earlier, and you were like, well, I look like I look, and then I look like I look, everybody looks like they look and everything. But did you ever have any challenges because, being a white artist versus a black rap artist, or did that ever present any challenges to you or for you?
Challenges would be almost the wrong word, what I'm saying, for my brothers and sisters of color, what I'm saying, that have had to overcome what they've had to overcome, especially in the game, especially get recognized in the industry on this higher level, especially as popping as hip hop is now. But in my own way, yes, I have, because when you go to the hip hop show and you see my fucking ass get on stage, and half the people who don't know, but have no idea what to expect, so they already write me off, what I'm saying. But I personally don't see, because of what I'm saying, the what I look like, the vehicle I was born into, I do have a certain level of what I'm saying, advantage, for lack of a better word. White privilege is a real thing, and I'm gonna use that motherfucker for the streets. But yeah, it's definitely I'm gonna scan that motherfucking TV as a tomato at Walmart. What do you mean? But nah, it's definitely I take that. I like the doubt. I like it. I love it. It fuels me. It gives me even more of a reason to go ham, you know what I'm saying, or to give it my all and to show my ass on stage, because it's like it leaves even more of an impression. So challenges isn't the exact word, but I've definitely had my own unique set of circumstances along the journey, being, you know what I'm saying, a white dude in hip hop. But I feel like I come from the right place, you know what I'm saying. I studied the game. I have evolved. I used to make dumb mistakes, and you know, I got a good people around me, and I have respect and love for the game itself, and love for my fellow human beings when it comes down to it, regardless of what they look like. So but yeah, it's definitely been interesting a few times. I went on a tour in 2017, and my first night of tour, the show got shot up, but it was because I got on stage and I was getting booed, but then the audio got cut off somehow by accident, and so that was already rowdy, and then the audio got cut off, and they started shooting them, and then the music cut back on right as they started shooting. I'm on the mic like, come on, y'all, bro, we can't have nothing nice. But yeah,
I've been booed before too. That's not a black or white thing, getting booed.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, this 100% was the fucking white guy off the stage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, doubters, people, you know, doubters. Some people doubt you, you know, and just like, you know, it goes both ways. You know, it goes both ways. Like, speaking of live though, man, I want to get into the roll call HTLD. Live at the High Tone.
Our last show, it was definitely a vibe. You know, you'll be able to tell, like, even the project, the Waistline, I was definitely comfortable in like my cinematics and my concept and putting everything together. But I think you'll see in this video, there's no question. You know what I'm saying, that this is my purpose, and that I know what I'm doing when I grab a microphone.
Dope. Here it is. Let's go.
She called, shout out Interstellar Star Dizzle, Bunny in this bitch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is just called roll call. Okay. Pulled up late to the dinner date, but just in time for that birthday cake. All the friends want to celebrate. I just want to see the ass shake. Only love her when she call my name. She takes my money and hides it from me. The rest of the world knows that ain't shit. I'm pulling up with my side bitch, slim bitch. She don't really give a fuck what you do a little thing. Ice out neck, make the same goddamn. I don't really give a fuck for my excuses that I'm young. Cause I don't give a fuck about no hoes or no bitches. Yeah, I got a roster. Guess I need to take attendance. Man, fuck your bitch and fuck your hoe. You know the business. We ain't got no witness. And you know my fit look vicious. Man, I'm some real Caucasian persuasion type shit. Okay. But, you know, it always happens like this. She takes my money and hides it from me. The rest of the world knows that ain't shit. Hold on. I think I'm getting a call. What is that? Oh shit. What are we talking about? I don't know. Is this somebody's voice? Is it Teresa? Is it a guy? Hold on. Now you know that state when you've been drinking and you high-key tipsy, low-key drunk? I'm high-key tipsy, low-key drunk. I'm faded. I've been sipping on that drink. I'm waiting. Told them, baby, it's all good. It's great. Got that water works. Like I'm in the air. Got both eyes. I want to see twice. It's crunch time, don't eat eyes. Alright, now, hey, this next part, I need y'all to like bounce like this right here. Got it? Here we go. I need you drunk. I'm faded. I've been sipping on that drink. I'm waiting. Told them, baby, it's all good. It's great. And I got that waterworks. Like I'm in the baby. I got both eyes. I want to see twice. It's crunch time, don't eat eyes. If I tell the truth, I can't be nothing. In the street like a street man. And what is that? How easy he low key down. I ain't sipping on that drink. I'm with it. Told her, baby, it's all good. It's gravy. And I got that waterworks like I'm in the Navy. Thank you.
Bro. Yo, we gotta work together. I gotta work with Trees, man. Trees dope, man. He got a dope style. I love him. I love your energy, bro. I love your energy, bro. We gotta work together, bro. We gotta do something.
I would love to. I would love that.
Yo, let's make that happen, man. Your energy is like through the roof, yo. That was lit.
Yeah.
That show was a culmination of like a couple of shows. You know, I've done a few shows this year, but I had like a show where I put on a show and got kicked off my own show. Like at the last minute, the person kicked me out the venue who owned it, and then I had another show where like I got cut off like halfway through my set because of timing stuff, and so that set right there was a culmination of a bunch of you know, what can happen will happen moments into like it finally, you know what I'm saying, the universe, you know what I'm saying, let me unleash my energy, and it was an amazing set. I had a really good crowd. Shout out to my manager, Brianna Montana, Bree. She held me down, you know what I'm saying, during all that, and she was like the main one yelling the lyrics and shit and hyping me up. And so yeah, I really enjoyed that show. That was my best set in a long time.
Awesome, man. I enjoyed it too. There's nothing like being on that stage, man. What do you like more? Do you like being on stage more? Do you like recording in the studio more? Do you write? A lot of artists don't even write anymore. They punch in.
You know, it's really equal to me because I fell in love with music. They're both. Let me gather my words. They're both what you call the zone. When you get in the zone, it's like whether you're in the studio and you're writing and you catch that and you catch the, you know what I'm saying, the wave, the fire sparks and it's just flying off of your fingers, or you know, you're in the booth and you're recording and we call it in my studio, my little humble studio, Lounge 9 Soundworks, we call it one take Jake. You know what I'm saying? When you black out and you one take Jake it. Or to the same thing when you get on stage and, you know, and it all comes together and the vibes is right and you ain't even got to think about your lyrics. Like it's just all flowing. It's the zone. So I love it all equally. You know, and as far as writing though, I'm glad you asked that. I'm in a weird kind of position or state right now. Is like, I used to just write all the damn time, like just writing, like couldn't stop me from writing. But now it's like, I really and truly don't write that much. But when I do write, it's very intentional. It's like, you know, life is hard. You get older, responsibilities. Like we're also, you know, got to like take care of ourselves as well as still push our independent music. And so it's like, I don't necessarily just have the spark and drive to write all the damn time. But when I get it, I let it fly. Like I let it burn in the moment. And I don't hold myself back. I don't judge myself. I don't put restrictions on myself. And I just let it happen because when the times where I do get that spark now is like I very much capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a different time now. But as far as freestyling though, man, like I sometimes I do off the dome, but don't nobody have freestyle etiquette nowadays. But if I get in the right zone, if I'm man off that fucking kush and I'm drinking a little bit, man, I spit a freestyle that's crazy. But I got to be in the right zone for that.
Dope. So yeah, like I set up my studio the other day to where like this mic that I'm using right here, I connected that like to my Pro Tools, and I'm like, I'm finna try to see how it is to write without write, like, you know what I mean, like yeah, write and then like punch in, you know what I mean, like, you know, say a line and then go back and listen to that line and say, okay, what should be the next line? It's be the same to me. I'm thinking that could be the same thing. That's really the same thing as writing. But you're able to sit there and just record it like line for line or 2 lines for 2 lines or whatever. It was interesting.
I guess maybe that's kind of old head now. That one line for one line stuff, man. I can't like that's it. It sounds weird to me. Like I'll definitely punch in like intentionally sections, but that one for one, I don't know about all that.
Exactly. Yeah, it was fun though. It was something different. I was like, let me see if that works because I had been like looking at a lot of. I'm a YouTube junkie. I'm looking at YouTube, right? And I'm like, they're I'm reading about all these artists who record that way. People like Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Drake, and I'm just like everybody's like they never write. They just like they say a few lines and then they'll go back and listen to it a little bit and then they'll think of the next line in their head and they'll just say punch me in. Then they'll just go hard again and then like so I was like, yo, let me try that. It turned out pretty good. I was like, damn, I might could
Yeah,
do that shit.
man. I really think like that style, like that method is like truly an art. Like I think it's truly an art. Like for the guys and gals who, for the guys and the women who go in there and just like punch in and go for broke, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like a skill, bro. Like that's that's like somebody who, right, like that's what you're supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you're supposed to be doing because all of that creativity is built up on the inside of you. And like I used to always think, I'm not a rapper, but like I was in high school, I was a big R&B guy. I wrote songs here and there, and I used to always think like you have to write in order to hone in the craft. And I think the more you write, the more you hone in your craft. And to me, it's kind of like music, Jelks. The more you practice that saxophone, the more you practice those notes, when you start to hear music, you can hear those notes. And so for me, writing is the same thing. If you write a lot and listen to a lot of music, man, when you hear it, the music will speak to you and it will just flow. You know what I'm saying? It'll just flow out.
Yep.
But I also believe you have to put a lot of content on the inside of you, man. You have to listen to more than just rap. You have to listen to rock and roll, R&B, country, gospel. And like I think that allows you to be a little bit more well-rounded and allows you to pull from a lot more places than you would normally pull from. Because you can only pull words, right, from what you've consumed. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
not consuming a lot of diverse and a lot of variety of things, that's why you see some rappers, man, like when they rap, some of their projects, they all sound the same.
Yep.
Because a lot of what they pulling from is all the same. They're not pulling in any new perspectives. They're not pulling in from any different places. And so, like, I usually don't really call out rappers or anything on here, but like, one of my most recent examples, like I've seen, is like Moneybagg Yo. From listening to like some of his first projects and to where he is now, you can kind of tell what he's consuming is a little different than what he was consuming at first. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that comes with like getting the celebrity, getting the funding to be able to experience different things, to be able to put yourself in rooms with different people who can kind of show you different things and talk you through different things. And so like all of that stuff goes into play of being able to go in there, man, and punch in and like go for broke, man. I love the rappers, man, who can punch in and go for broke because it be so much passion in there, man. And that's a lot of times what draws me to like certain rappers and certain things. Like, I don't just go for the mainstream. I listen to a little bit of everybody, but man, when you can hear that passion in a person's voice, man, and
Mm-hmm.
like you can hear they mean that shit, like they
Mm-hmm.
mean what they saying, bro. Like it's just, to me, it's a different level of presentation. And you don't get that with everybody. You don't get that everywhere. And that's not to say that people who don't have passion behind them aren't good or can't do what they do, but that's what resonates with me. And I think people need to understand that, like, just because your music doesn't resonate with a person, that might not be for them. Like, it's just certain things that resonate with different people. But find your people, and when you find your people, your stuff gonna resonate with them. But like, that's just my perspective on it. I think it's a little bit more about what you consume and how much you refine that craft, man. Because you know, for yourself, you probably can speak to this. I'm sure when you first started rapping, you probably was writing all the time, man, writing as much as you can. Every time you
Yes.
thought about it, you was writing,
Yes.
writing, writing,
Yes.
writing. And so like
Yes.
you was finding your voice in writing. And when you found it though,
Wasn't no stopping. Wasn't no stopping them.
it wasn't, man. I'm sure when you found it, bro, it wasn't no unleashing it. When you was out performing in the club, because we talked about this before, man, in the crowd singing your lyrics, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yep.
because you don't went for broke on an album or a CD, or a single that you had, bro. Like
Yep.
it's just a different level, but that just goes to speak to what you put in, what you put into it, you will get out of it. And that's anything. That's for anything in life. What you put into it, that's what you're gonna get out of it.
And that speaks too, like to what Trees was saying about going ham on the stage. I've had one of those moments before too, Trees. where
Yeah.
the lyrics are just literally flowing out of you. You're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
They're,
It's becomes second nature. You ain't gotta like have a. Yeah, it's nothing.
exactly. I've had those moments, man, and there's nothing like it, man. Those moments you feel like Superman, you know what I mean, and Spider-Man and Batman put together.
Or in Memphis, as we say, Batman. Spider-Man.
Batman, yeah.
That was definitely that clip we just watched. Like that was honestly that's maybe my best like top 2-3 live performance because like that was exactly how I was feeling. Like nobody could, you know what I'm saying, tell me nothing. And you know, even folks singing the lyrics, like even if it's just a couple people, like that fuel alone is like that's so like confirming, you know what I'm saying, confirmation wise, like just that like, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, I make music that I want to listen to. I make sure that I like, but at the end of the day, it really is about, you know, other people and the human experience with others. And so, you know, to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people like sing the lyrics, like that's all you need right there to just make me you know what I'm saying, go crazy.
So I know we're getting to the end of the show, but I do have one question for you, Trees. Talk to us a little bit about what the next level looks like for you, right? What is that next hurdle? You know, we bring a lot of underground, a lot of unknown or unfamiliar people to the audience we might have. And so we like to take the opportunity to kind of like showcase those people and like put you on a platform to kind of like speak your truth and like get it out there so other people can see you. But can you talk a little bit about like what's that next level look like for you? What's that next hurdle you're trying to get over and like what's that next place you're trying to reach musically, you know, and maybe even in some other things that might phase into your music career?
Yeah, that's a great question. I appreciate you. I think I was speaking on it earlier, but the next level for me is two things. Is first and foremost consistency. You know what I'm saying? Consistency with the package, with the whole thing of, you know, visuals, the TikTok videos, the Instagram reels, the posts, the social media aspect, the stuff that a lot of times us artists don't fucking want to do, you know, don't feel like we should have to do. But at the end of the day, that it is what it is. That's part of the game. And so it's consistency. Secondly is visuals. Visuals. I got 2 music videos coming up. I got another one I'm finna film. Instagram just updated they filter database with over 4,000 filters, like goofy little, you know what I'm saying, filters. Like you can make a whole reel or you can make a music video off your phone, but consistency with the package and visuals. Somebody I look to that inspires me like for a career that I would, you know, like to emulate is Currency. Currency has a dedicated following. He's eating good, you know what I'm saying? He's eating real good, but he has respect and love for his fan base, and he feeds them constantly. He's feeding them. Like, he's got so much work that he puts out, but it's never lacking in quality. So you know, I used to want to be a rock star selling out the, you know, the arenas and MSG and all that, and Coachella, this, that, and third, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, would still be pretty dope. But I don't necessarily feel the need to be a rock star anymore. Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying, be consistent in quality in what I do and the output. And also, you know what I'm saying, the people who do rock with it, feed them and you know what I'm saying, give the fans what, you know, they deserve, especially the good fans. You know, 100,000 people, or I'm sorry, 1,000 people spending $100 a year is $100,000. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of thinking of it in terms of that. But yeah, that next level is something like that. And you know, and also as far as what I want to achieve musically, man, I'm at the point where I'm learning how to have fun again. Like, I'm having fun with it. I mean, even in that clip you saw, 3 years ago, I would have been like, this is what's ruining hip hop. But you know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, hey, that shit fucking vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's about the vibe and the atmosphere, and you can still get off. You know what I'm saying? You can still get your bars off. And I mean, whole time if you go read those lyrics of the high pitched shit, I'm actually spitting some bars. But yeah, it's just having fun with it again. So I don't really have I'm not putting myself in a box or on a specific journey or path or linear, you know what I'm saying, direction as far as what I want to achieve musically. I know that I need to get more consistent. I need to, you know, with the package, the merch, the visuals, and man, put out some more music videos and just keep having fun with it. Keep respecting the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Keep respecting the space that I'm in, because I am a guest in this space as a white dude, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm very blessed to be accepted, and I try to come from the right place, but you know, keep the respect, and you know, and just, man, make some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man, I love your answer, man. I love that, man. I love that. That was a great question too. Oh, and man, I promise you, dude, man, Trees, that's your episode has been therapy for me tonight, bro. Like you you dropped some
Thank
gems,
you, bro.
man.
I know I've been cutting off a couple times, but that's because y'all been spitting too much heat, making my phone overheat. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, you can't script it, man. You can't script it.
Yo, thank you so much, bro, for joining the show. But before we go, I want you to shout out your group, man. You're about to come out with a group album.
I was gonna try to squeeze it in there if you didn't mention it, but man, two things.
Let
me say two things. I got my next project, December 23rd. It's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm my real government name is Nicholas. So you know what I'm saying, Saint Nick. But on my birthday, I'm dropping Trench Vanilla. After Trench Vanilla, I got my super secret, not so secret anymore, rap group, Vice Grippers. We got Q Not Q, my boy with the beanie on and the colorful hoodie. He does most of the hooks. We got my manager and man gangster rapper, Brianna Montana. Bree, she be spitting the verses, and I'm Trees Tarantino. I do the hooks. I don't do the hooks. I do the beats, and I engineer. I record everything. But yeah, we're hoping to drop on 420. That's not solidified, but Vice Grippers, man. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on Facebook at Vice Grippers. Yes, sir. That's the new group. Dropping early next year. Hopefully Q1, Q2 next year. But you know, this is my first time really since being in a band, being in a group setting, especially in a rap group setting. But to me, the rap groups is like, that's part of the history and you know, part of the legacy of hip hop itself is the group thing. So you know, this is my my drop in the bucket, you know what I'm saying, my foray into group, and I got two tight artists with me to do it. So shout out Vice Grippers, you know what I'm saying, coming next year.
Salute Vice Grippers. Man, salute Trees Tarantino, man. This has been one of my favorite episodes. Man, it's been amazing. You really spoke life into me, man. Like, you know, for real, like just to our mission, both of our mission is to get back to having fun with the music, man. Because like you said, yeah, like last year, I was like, they killing hip hop.
Right. I'm telling you, look, like, that's allow me to say this. It's like, man, when I was speaking on rediscovering my why, you know, why do I do this? It's because I love it. It's also like, you know, I stopped taking myself so seriously, and you know what I'm saying? But it's and the only reason I ever did is because I care, and because I love you know what I'm saying, I love music, I love the game, and because I care about what I do. But at the same time, you got to find that balance. Like, you got, you know, like for your inner kid, you know what I mean? And my inner kid just want to like have fun with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Listen to some dope stuff. So maybe smoke a blunt, drink a drink or two, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you gotta learn how to have fun with it again, not take yourself so seriously. Artists are our own worst critic, and I meant to say this too. O was speaking on it, you know, talking about like when we was talking about working with what you have. It's like the very baseline thing that you can do as an artist to like give yourself a chance, if you do nothing else, is to just drop that shit. Is to just drop it, because guess what? Every artist got some motherfucking fire in the vault. Okay, the vault is on obese, but guess what? The vault ain't never gonna is not where it should be. It's like, just put it out and shout out. I gotta shout out Unapologetic. They have a playlist called Underground AF Radio, which is specifically made for songs that are unmixed, unmastered, and unfinished. And it's a whole platform that they have for artists, like where they drop it in their app, in their exclusive you know what I'm saying, iPhone and Android app. But yeah, it's like, speaking to that, you know what I'm saying, just drop it, have fun with it. Be you unapologetically, you know what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, hey, we only got one of them that we know of, you know what I'm saying, that we're for sure about. So it's like, I'd rather drop. I'm gonna be 80 years old in a walker, you know what I'm saying, with the tennis ball, and go check out my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? because I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I would rather do all that and never make it, but be able to say that I tried, that I did it. So, you know what I'm saying? This has been a wonderful interview. Y'all are both have excellent questions. I really appreciate y'all. It's an honor. Again, you big triple OG status, Memphis Jelks, you know what I'm saying? All the way back to working with one of the originators of this hip hop game, you know what I'm saying? Chuck D. So
thanks, bro.
It's the pleasure is all mine. The honor is mine, my friend. Thank you. We definitely need to work together. I'm going to send you
definitely
on the exclusive, but yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm ready to work whenever you are, man. We in the same area.
Hey, man, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You hear me?
Hey, I feel you, man. So shoot, I don't know if that was your last words for the night, because they were inspirational like hell, and I feel like I feel like I owe you some money, because I feel like you've been my therapist for the night. Bill me, bro.
Don't threaten me with a good time, okay? Not threaten me with a good time.
Oh man, so yeah, we go around the room and let people say their last. This is the part where we go around the room. We let people say their last, give their last shout outs, or let people know where they can follow them and stuff like that. We always start with the guest, and then I'll wrap it up at the end. So phone lines, if y'all want to call, here's the last time. What is the last call to call? No, that don't make sense. I'm gonna have to come up with something better than that.
Last call. That's it. Last call.
All right, so here we go.
You should do the phone call at the end and call it last call.
Yeah, oh yeah. It would be last call for alcohol, but I'm drinking freaking, but I'm on water. So, and that don't rhyme. I need something that rhymes.
On the rock. Actually, you got the H2O neat.
Oh man, so yeah, you up to bat trees, man.
Man, first and foremost, again, thank you,
DJ Ninja Ronald.
Hold on, we spoke too soon. We got a caller.
Okay.
Yo, who this? They hung up before we could answer it.
Nah, call him back.
Y'all gonna call? Yeah, let's call him back.
Call him back. No, I can't do that. Can't be with the shit in there. Not with the shit.
No, you're calling. Hung up too early.
The legendary international DJ Ninja.
At the tone,
DJ Ninja.
please record your...
Oh, that was DJ Ninja's voicemail. I thought he had answered the phone like that. Yo, call back. Call back, DJ Ninja. Call back, DJ Ninja. We'll hit you up one more time because we was just about to wrap it up, but you hung up a little bit too soon.
What had the mysterious voicemail?
Yep.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, DJ Ninja, man? We missed your call. What's going on?
What's up, man? Man, you already know, man. I'm here chilling, checking out the vibe, checking the show out. You know, man. He's Tarantino, man. He on definitely the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he definitely has a niche, man. And yeah, just keep motion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep working. Don't ever stop working. And once you start working, it's going to slow down. Everything's going to slow down. Keep the social media game up. That's where it's at right now. If you want to blow in this industry, you got to have numbers. You know, that's what these record labels, that's what these, these big producers and everything, they're checking their numbers. So definitely, but yeah, bro, just keep doing what you do. You feel me? And hopefully we work one time. I put you on a show to rock it or something like that, because I always got artists coming to rock shows from different places, different states and stuff like that. So, yeah, and I'm following you too, man, bro. Yeah.
I appreciate
check
that.
Your
ready to rock, man. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, man, that's why I call. I like your energy. You're different. You got to have a different niche. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
I appreciate it. I definitely pride myself on originality.
Yeah, man. Appreciate Memphis for bringing you on. So I could see it. So yeah.
Man, anytime, man. You already know how we do, DJ Ninja, man. Nothing but the best guests. You know what I'm saying? Your show was one of the most viewed shows that we had.
I'm so happy that I could have come on and open your platform up the right way. So, all these other legends and all these other new movie artists can come on here and pop this shit. So yeah, bro.
Appreciate it, man. You know
You
you
got a
family.
mysterious ass voicemail.
Yeah, your voicemail was wild.
It's mysterious. It's mysterious.
Hey man, it's just the one and only, you know what I'm saying? So
The
anyway.
international.
It's dope. Yeah, it's dope, and it's international. But look, I started talking to you. I thought you had answered it. I was like, "Yo, what's up, DJ Ninja?" And then you was like, "Leave a voicemail." I'm like, "Damn." I was really talking to your ass.
Oh Lord.
Hey.
Hey,
No, it's
don't forget, we'll have to schedule a part 2 of me coming back on the show. I got a lot of shit to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the works too. That's in the works.
For sure.
Okay, I'll be
All right,
in
man.
touch with you.
Right. One love, like always. Big up O, big up Trees, big up Memphis, yeah.
Big up DJ Ninja. Much love, bro. We'll holler at you in a little bit.
Much love, DJ Ninja. Man, listen. DJ Ninja always, man, what I will say about him, man, he always gonna come through and support everybody that we have on the show, man. And if he can help, he gonna help, man. So shout out to DJ Ninja, man. The international.
Man, #1 DJ in the world, really. I mean, literally. So you know what I'm saying? Oh man, Tree's phone.
Lost him again, man.
Yep. We're gonna let him say his final thoughts. So we gotta wait on him to come back. Because we gotta go around the room with the final thoughts, and then we're gonna be out. Thanks everybody for watching. But y'all hold up though, because we want to hear everybody's final thoughts, man. Because this has been a awesome show, dope show.
Yeah, man, for real. It's been a good one tonight, man. I think a lot of times what I have is especially a lot of the underground artists, or even the somewhat known artists, or even the famous artists, man. Everybody that comes on here, man, the theme is always the same, man. Start where you're at. And I think, that's a sentiment that should go for anybody, man. If you're trying to be a rapper, man, you ain't got to wait till you get the best equipment, man. Just literally start where you at, man. And I think that'll go a long way in a lot of different lanes, man. If people would just start where they at, man, and not try to, fabricate what they see, in the same way, right? You can fabricate what you see, but just do it in the way that you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And allow yourself to build. And I think people don't understand, in that building process, in that growing process, man, you learn a lot. And that's not just in music, that's in life, man. In that growing process, those growing pains, man, they teach you a lot. It helps and prepares you for the next phase, for the next road, for the next challenge, man. And I think a lot of times people want to kind of skip that part. They kind of want to skip to the front of the line, kind of like in the cafeteria when we was in elementary, you trying to skip to the front so you can get your food and get out of there and get to the table and get to, get on that playground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes you just got to be willing to walk through the trying times, right, to get to where you're trying to go.
That's real. That's real.
Hey, you gotta be bad at something to be good at it later. You gotta be bad at something first, man. But
exactly.
Folks forget that in my generation as well, that you're not supposed to be the genius at first, you know what I mean? So, but my phone, DJ Ninja must be fine because my phone overheated again. But I didn't know if we were still on the last bit of on the final words. But I go ahead.
You can go ahead and kick it on off.
For sure. First and foremost, also along with the consistency that I was speaking on earlier, I got my publishing company because I'm staying independent. BMF Birdies. We got a clothing line I'm gonna drop also on my birthday. Big things coming in December. I'm a winter baby. But BMF Birdies, it stands for Big Motherfucking Birdies. You know what I'm saying? You can you follow that on Instagram, everything BMF Birdies, but as well as Trench Vanilla dropping on the 23rd. We got Vice Grippers coming next year amidst a bunch of other projects, but you can follow me everywhere at Trees Tarantino. I'm talking everywhere. I'm talking PlayStation Plus, my email, my LinkedIn, you know what I'm saying? My Pinterest. What else? We got my damn my Discord. Okay, everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube is Trees Tarantino. Big blessings to Memphis Jokes and my boy Big O. We got a lot of good things coming. You know, I'm from Memphis, always. I gotta rep my city. You know what I'm saying? Where who else got the foam finger that's in an M though? Okay. Remember, it's not French vanilla, it's Prince vanilla. But man, shout out Brianna Montana, my manager. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Q not Q. Shout out Spec. Shout out Bernie. All my people. If I miss somebody, you know I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. I just want to say one thing, man. Whatever you do, whatever you passionate about, just fucking keep going. Don't let nobody tell you shit. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your auntie, not your best friend, not nobody. Because guess what? In the words of our brethren Plies, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, bitch. Okay? So, man, it's been a blessing. I don't know if I got anything else off the top of my head. I'm running out of fuel here, but yeah, man, it's been a blessing. Shout out to you again, triple OG status, Memphis.Jelks.
Thanks,
It's
bro.
been a blessing. I can't wait to come back. You know, in a few months when I get some more stuff out, and then we definitely gonna cook. We definitely gonna cook.
Definitely. We definitely gonna cook. So hey, it's gonna be hard to come behind that. Oh,
Hey, listen, I was just thinking that. I don't know if I can top that, man. But yeah, man, Trees, appreciate you coming on the show tonight, man. Listen, we always like to use this platform, man, to highlight up and coming artists, man, to give you a place to kind of showcase what you're doing and where you're going, man. And I think the main thing you said tonight, and I think the main thing that'll get you to the next level, man, is that consistency. Consistency changes everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Consistency changes everything, man. That's the difference between good and great. That makes the difference between a good person and a great person, man. So if you keep that consistency, bro, ain't no doubt in my mind, man, you'll get to the platform and to the stages that you want to go, and you'll achieve the dreams that you want to achieve, man. So appreciate you coming on, man. Best of luck, man. We can't wait to get your group back on. You know, we want some exclusive drops here on the Memphis.Jelks show, because that's what we do.
Definitely.
Talk to him. Yeah, you can do that.
That's what we do. We do the exclusives, baby.
Exclusives.
Yeah.
Man, so how I'm gonna come behind both of y'all, man? I just gotta say thanks, man. Trees, Tarantino, man, for being my therapist tonight. When I say that, I mean like you got me. You spoke to like where I'm at like right now. I'm trying to, you know, get back to having fun with it and find my why, you know, again. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, bro, for that. That was like a pep. It was like a pep talk for me. The whole time I'm listening, like, damn, he's telling me exactly what I need to be trying to do.
Life is a constant journey of getting together and learning, making life, you know what I'm saying, finding a reason that life is worth living. And so, you know what I'm saying, music is a mutual thing of ours that, hey, we gotta if anything's gonna be fun, making the music's gonna be fun. So
Exactly. And it's been fun, you know, having you on the show, man. We definitely got to do a part 2, like you said, and then we got to get your group on here. Anytime you got anything that you want to promote, I tell everybody, once you done came on the Memphis.Jelks show, you family now. You family, bro.
It felt that way. Hey, real shit. I'm sorry. One more thing. I just want to say the fact that somebody called in who I have not heard of, and he probably hasn't heard of me. That just goes to show that, you know what I'm saying, your platform, you know what I'm saying, the people that rock with you is for real, and that you were, you know what I'm saying, that I feel the family aspect, because just that alone, you know, all the vibes have been A1, but man, like, you got a beautiful platform. I felt comfortable, like, this whole time, you know what I'm saying, so, again, thank you for the platform, and man, family for real, man.
Yep, family for real. I'm not playing, because I might be coming over there tomorrow. Like, yo, I need you to hold this camera for me while I do this skit right quick.
I got the damn. Here we go. I got the motherfucking tripod. What you talking about?
Woo.
Stay ready, King. Get ready. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love your energy, bro, man. Keep that positive energy. We're pushing you, you know, to do the best. We're gonna be pushing for you to do the best. We're gonna be praying for you here at the Memphis.Jelks show. We here for you anytime you need to, you know, showcase anything, or even if you just want to drop in, fart, and leave or some shit like
I might seriously damage someone's health if I do that. So
Just kidding, man. This been a great show, man. Trees Tarantino. Y'all go run up the Spotify numbers, man, on the new album, man. Prime Cuts, man. Y'all go run up the numbers, run them up, man. It's over. It's out. And we up.
Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around, don't come around.